All right, folks, I want to do a short video. We'll see how short, but I want to do a video to show y'all the real battle, the real war that's going on. While everybody else is watching this political spectrum fall apart, and everybody realizes that the media is against Donald Trump, you realize that the intelligence community is against Donald Trump. You realize there's a group of people that call themselves the liberals that are against Donald Trump, as well as conservative, as well as Republicans. It's obvious that everything is set up to make Trump fail. Everyone is trying to make Trump fail. Now, remember this. The Hegelian dialectic is like World Wrestling Federation. You have one pitted against the other, but they're really on the same team. Now, Donald Trump is not consciously on the same team as the ones that are trying to destroy him. However, they are all part of the same thing that I've been showing you. There is a much deeper war that's going on, and I'm going to show it to you. Would it be impossible for me to tie what's going on, the CIA hacking Donald Trump? Could I tie that CIA to Mother Goddess, to the Virgin? Would it be possible to definitively tie the CIA hack to the Virgin Mother Goddess, and then to definitively tie it to, again, sheep, because the sheeple are just a host body that the Virgin, the Mother Goddess, the dual goddess, is using to destroy everything that's cannibalistic. I've shown you. The Lord's let me prove it. I'm going to prove it again right here using this video. Unbelievable. Obama used CIA to hack the U.S. and blamed it on Russia. That's true. And this is that evil, malevolent spirit setting things up to bring about the rule on earth, the satanic rule on earth, the New World Order. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. So, who hacked the U.S. and Donald Trump? The CIA. Okay. Well, let me show you something about Latin. Okay, let's do a little Latin study first. Okay. Before we do the Latin, let's do a quick recap of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is sitting on top an 11-pointed star. The 11-pointed star represents what's called the kelipot. The kelipot is a peel or shell or husk, and it represents the host body, and it is the representation of evil or impure spiritual forces in Jewish Kabbalah. And so here is this 11-pointed star for the kelipot, which represents the Kabbalah tree of life, which is the host body. The Bible tells us that your flesh wars against the spirit. We know that. So this represents the flesh. And oddly enough, the Statue of Liberty happens to be sitting on an exact representation of the tree of life from Jewish Kabbalah. There it is, an 11-pointed star. On top of the husk, what is ruling over the husk is the Mother Goddess, the dual goddess, and that goddess is Eleutheria. It's Libertas, which is Eleutheria, Greek, and it represents twins of God. In the name of one of the kelipot in the Kabbalah, the shadow side of the Kabbalistic tree of life, it is the shadow of the Sephira, the Keter, the crown. Okay, so the kelipot itself represents, our bodies, and which is a shell or, a host body, just like the Bible says. And on top of that star, which is represented by our host body, is the ruler of it, which is the Queen of Heaven, Libertas. In this form, it's called Libertas, and it represents a twin goddess, twins. Remember Beyonce at the Grammy Awards? Okay. Remember the Twin Towers being burned right here? Okay. I have proven this. This is proof. It is proven That's what those things stand for. Okay, well, let's go into what's going on right now. The CIA hacked Donald Trump and the U.S. and blamed it on Russia. So let's go look at the CIA. Where is the CIA located? The CIA is located in Langley, Virginia. Okay, remember when you add IA, if you add IA as a suffix to something, let me see, I should have it here. I'm sorry, guys. As you add IA as a suffix to anything, let me pause it. Sorry about that, I lost my place. If you add IA to any word in a Latin connotation, like mammalia, it makes it plural. I'm sorry. So if you had mammalian, it's a mammal singular. But if you have mammalia, it makes it plural, mammals. Okay, or it also means of or pertaining to mammals. Mammalia, of or pertaining to mammals. Okay, so the CIA is located in Virginia. Just wait for it. And a lot of people are going, oh, you're stretching. No, it's by design. I'll prove it. Okay, so the CIA is located in Langley, Virginia. Let's look at the word Langley. Langley is a unit of solar radiation equivalent to 1 gram calorie per square centimeter of irradiated surface. That's interesting. So the word Langley has to do with a measurement of solar radiation. Okay, that's very interesting. Wait till you see what you're about to see. Okay, well, let's look at the home of the CIA. There it is. On the floor of the CIA, when you walk in the front door, it has black and white tiles right here. And it has this very interesting 16-pointed star. The world is run by symbols, people. You have this perfect 4-pointed star, and in every quadrant you have 3 other points, and you have a 16-pointed star. The 16-pointed star, if this will open, I'm gonna close this, so this program seems to be bogging down. Okay. Here we go. The typical sun of Virginia, sounds like virgin and vagina mixed together. The typical sun of Virginia, a 16-pointed sun. It can also be found in other styles, 12-pointed or 8-pointed. What is the meaning of this symbol? In the typical 16-pointed sun, the 4 rays represent the 4 elements, earth, ocean, fire, air, and the other 12 represent the 12 gods of Olympus, and they serve the Virgin. The sun of Virginia symbolized virginity. Wow, so like the Statue of Liberty, like the images of Mary that you turn upside down and it equals a dead sheep, because the entire world are a bunch of sheep that are host bodies for this malevolent, evil, wicked spirit. And we are being cannibalized on every front. Every organization is a manifestation of this, and I'll prove it. Okay. The sun of Virginia symbolized virginity. You know, like the Virgin, when you turn an image of the Virgin upside down and you get an image of a dead sheep. The goddess Athena was a virgin, so this sun was associated with her. We can also find the symbol associated with Apollo. Oh, well, isn't that interesting that we're talking about a sun now, and the CIA, the headquarters, are in Langley, Virginia. When you add IA to a word in Latin or Greek, it makes it plural, or it means of or from. of the Virgin, from the Virgin, and it makes it plural, like many in one, of the Virgin. Like a bunch of warriors that are of the Virgin. Okay, there it is. There's the Virginia sun. You can see quite obviously that it doesn't require any interpretation whatsoever. The Virginia sun as depicted on the golden larynx's top. By the way, that's from Alexander the Great's tomb. You know, the one that conquered the world. Yeah, the known world. So this sun is on the tomb of Alexander the Great, the one that conquered the known world. And it is the exact same symbol. It is a 16-pointed star. And it represents the Virgin. How about that? Wow. What are the odds? And then let's look at who else it represents. A relief sculpture depicting Helios. Oh, you mean like Helios? Like, oh, that's like Abaddon or Eos, the angel of the bottomless pit. Oh my gosh. So the same thing is associated with Helios and the Virgin, and the CIA happens to have it right in the middle of the floor when you walk in the front door. Let me make this real for you. Okay. So Athena was the Roman goddess of war, because that mother goddess spirit that manifests in all kinds of forms, whether or not it's war, freedom, or whatever it stands for, she stands for many, many things, because she is the cumulative sum of the spirit that's working in the hearts of those children that are children of disobedience. But once you've been converted, you can see what's going on. You have eyes to see all of this. I mean, how in the world was it possible that I just tied, I mean, literally, seriously, I just tied the CIA hack on Donald Trump to Mother Goddess very quickly, very easily. And the word Langley has to do with a unit of measure, of radiation. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. It seemed to have disappeared. Maybe it got lost. Let me just slow down. The typical sun of Virginia is a 16-pointed sun. It can be found in other styles. It represents the 4 elements. There's a 4-pointed star right in the middle. See right there? And it represents the 4 elements: earth, ocean, fire, and air. The other 12 rays represent the 12 gods of Olympus. The goddess Athena was a virgin, so the sun, so was the sun associated with her. So this sun was associated with the Virgin. There it is. So the CIA is straight up virgin worship. They are warriors of the Virgin. Now let me just make that a little more real for you, because I've gone and done my homework. Let me show you some pictures of those warriors from ancient Greece. What is the sheep doing on that guy's face? That's a sheep, folks. There's the eye of the sheep. There's the ear of the sheep right here on the far side. And the sheep's looking down, and there's the mouth of the sheep. The bottom jaw of the sheep is pressed up against the neck. The head is bent down like that. There's the ear on the far side. The nose of the warrior is the ear of the sheep. There's the eye of the sheep. There's the nose of the sheep. There's the mouth of the sheep, bottom chin. So why is it that some Greek warrior is really a sheep holding a sword with the star of Virginia on his hip? Because it's true. So the CIA is nothing more than a bunch of sheep that Mother Goddess is running in order to bring about her will on planet Earth. Another version of the Virginia sun with 12 rays was found on the larynx of Olympias, the mother of Alexander the Great. Only the Greeks can really understand the inner esoteric hidden ancient meaning of the Virginia symbol. Wrong. I know what it means. God knows what everything means, and God reveals deep and hidden things to his servants. So, in conclusion, not only does the United States of America have a statue that represents complete and utter slavery on this little island facing east where the sun rises because they worship Helios, or angel of the bottomless pit. That mother goddess, which represents duality, is standing on top of the Kabbalistic representation of the tree of life of what's called the Kelipot, which is a husk or a shell or a host body. And she's holding the light above her head, referencing that the entire host body, or that which she stands on top of, is kept in the dark while she holds the light over her head, keeping them in the darkness while cannibalizing the Spirit of God that resides within the host body. See? This is mind-boggling every time. So somehow I was able to tie the CIA, Langley, to a unit. You know what? Let's look that up one more time because it got lost. It disappeared. So let's see if we can get a quick search. Okay, meaning of Langley. There we go. It means wood or glade, and it is a unit of solar radiation. And the star, so it's in a place called Langley, which is a unit of solar radiation. On the floor is a big star, which represents the goddess Virginia, or I'm sorry, Athena. It's called the Virginia star, or the Virginia sun, which represents Athena, the goddess of war, again, a virgin mother goddess. And it is associated with Helios and his crown, like the angel of the bottomless pit. So that's who runs the CIA. It's a no-brainer. Oddly enough, even Virginia, it means of the virgin, or the plural form of the virgin, kind of like e pluribus unum, many in one. So they are like an ant nest of warriors that serve the virgin. And even in the ancient Greek statues, wearing the star on themselves, you can see it's a sheep. And it's just, and I would venture to say that this line right here, you know, this is the line for the mouth right here. And that line right there arguably is the tongue sticking out of the sheep hanging down right there. So again, what's up with the dead sheep? Or what's up with the sheep on this guy's head? Because the whole human host body are sheep, and it is an inherently evil Kelipot host body cannibalizing the Spirit of God. The veil is coming down, people. Do you see what I mean? The government is all run by Satan. It's Lucifer's world. He's the prince of this world. Okay. Hope that was straightforward enough. Let me just look at my show notes for today, because, you know, if I take a little while and I sit down and I just digest this, I can deliver it better without being repetitive. But sometimes when I do these things, the Lord reveals them to me, boom, 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 and I'm like, ah, and I just want to get it out. You know, one thing comes in, I want to get it out. Another one comes in, get it out. Just get them out. I mean, there it is. That's I love you in Christ. That's a sheep. Now I love you in Christ. That is the Virginia star on a Greek warrior. Let me show you a picture of some Greek warriors' shields, just for the record. Oh, let's look at the CIA badge turned upside down. There you go. Nah. So anyway, everything you're seeing in politics is just getting ready for the big event in New York. It's coming. So let's take the U.S. Special Agent badge and turn it upside down. What do you see? See a little alien there? Remember, when you take pretty much any badge, when you take it pretty much any badge of any of the agencies, you'll see it's very obvious. Let me show you what's on them. Just like the police car. Okay, right here. Let me see. When anyone is guilty of a serious crime and they do not want to be held accountable, their only course of action is to conceal the truth. Just sit tight.
Be sober-minded. Be
At least they don't know about subliminal advertising. That's not even a thing, right?
Sorry, this program's glitching and it makes it really annoying. I'm trying to show y'all the police departments and all the badges that when you turn them upside down, they all become images.
Let ourselves into casts.
There we go.
Some to be our eyes and ears. Some to be our muscles and sinew. Bred to be predators. But bred also to be controlled.
I'm gonna let this video continue just because I'm just really annoyed right now with this program. I don't want to try and have to redo the whole stupid thing because it's glitching.
You control their thoughts. You hunt them down like animals.
That's their role here.
To be your food.
Yes.
Let me pause it. Sorry, folks. You know, I don't know. I started having some weird phone calls today. Calls that were from numbers I don't recognize, and the call would hang up. I would say hello, and it was quiet on the line, and then they would hang up. So, I know I'm being monitored. I could care less. Here we go. Let me show you what's up. There we go. So when you look at these badges, just like the CIA badge, when you turn them upside down, they make the heads of aliens. You see, and this is all an alien presence, an alien spirit that is destroying the Spirit of God. There it is, inside of a host body, which is, all of us are spirits. Everybody was an angel. Angels are spirits, and you all got caught in host bodies, and now you're being cannibalized by an evil you. That's the mystery of all mysteries. You turn these badges upside down, you'll see they make the heads of aliens. I'm sorry. But at this point, this program's really pissing me off. Okay, I hope you guys got this. I hope it was clear enough. Again, Virginia, land of the Virgin, plural virgin, CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. The word Langley is a unit of solar radiation measure. The star that's on the floor of the CIA is called the Star of Virginia. The Star of Virginia is associated with a mother goddess figure, and it represents the goddess Athena that was a virgin. She is the god of war, and she is associated with Apollo from also the bottomless pit, Apollyon. Okay, so anyway, it's all tied together. It's all obvious. It doesn't require a very big brain to connect these dots. It always goes back to the same thing once you know the truth. It is nonstop. It's very, very obvious. All right. Sorry about the glitchy program. All right. But that's what's going on with all this nonsense. With the CIA and the hack. This is all a big World Wrestling Federation fake dog and pony show for the general public to be looking at. Satan does not want you knowing what I know or knowing who I know. I know the truth. His name is Yeshua. You will know the truth. You will know the Jesus, and the Jesus will set you free. The truth will set you free. All right.